Well, how we doing, everybody? Welcome back to Neighborly Homestead. We're not in the shop today. We're at home. We've got a few things we've got to get done around the house here. Got some wood racks to fill up. You've seen in our previous videos recently that we've been working on our new maple arch, and it's coming along pretty good. We worked on it pretty much every night this last week, and all day yesterday. And I've got a bunch of video footage I've got to get put together for you. I ran into a little problem yesterday because I ran out of insulation. I thought I had more than enough because I had a partial roll from my previous build, and I bought another 25-foot roll, but I underestimated. If I was only doing one layer, it would have been more than enough, but I was trying to double up in some of the spots just to help protect, or not protect, but kind of keep the heat in, make the outside of it so it isn't so hot. So I've got another roll of that coming. It's not going to be here till Tuesday, so we'll work on that. In the meantime, like I said, today we've got a couple wood racks to fill up, and I think I'm going to grab the shop vac and go in the sugar shack here and get the old arch kind of cleaned up a little bit, maybe wipe the pans down. Try to get some pictures of it, see if I can get it posted for sale. I didn't want to do this until I was ready to bring the other arch home, and we are super close on that, so I think now it's time to get it cleaned up, get it moved out, start getting ready for the transition. I'll flip you around here, show you our current status of the wood yard and what we've gone through for baskets of wood so far. I should also mention that the video footage I've got this past week and yesterday working on the arch, I'm hoping to try to get that all put together for you guys to watch. It won't be this Monday. It's probably going to be next Monday. I just thought I'd try to do a quick video today, something a little bit different. Try to have something out for you every week. I know I've been lacking a little bit on that. Sometimes it's just hard working full time and monkeying on this project. But anyways, so this wood here is specifically made for my garage. I've got a wood stove in there. I've still got one basket there. This basket is, I apologize for the wind. It is super windy today. We got some real high winds coming tonight and tomorrow. That half a basket is gone. And over here, that was a full basket that I have had for the garage. So being the middle towards the end of January and only going through a basket and a half, maybe another half a basket of other miscellaneous wood in there, it's pretty good. That basket there is one that we burned in the house. We've got a good probably 6-8 inches of snow and everything right at the moment, and everything's pretty well frozen. So I have 3 empty baskets there, and then just looking here, got another empty one right up there. So we've been through 5 baskets in the house. They've still got 2 racks full, which is a half a basket. So 4.5 baskets we burned in the house. That's our next candidate. Get the tractor out, get it warmed up, get the forks put on, and move this one up there. And probably got a helper, I think. You gonna help today? Okay. Yep. So this basket's gonna be next. That looks like it's got some ash and a bunch of red oak in it. But I'd say we're doing pretty good on our wood stash for the year. I mean, granted it's only January. I think today's the 26th. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good on our wood. We still got quite a bit. Take a walk over here and show you what we have stockpiled. Now this doesn't count any of the wood we've got stashed away for selling wood roadside stand wood, all that stuff. I've got numerous baskets of that. But flip the camera here. That basket on the end of the left there is garage wood for next season or this season if I need it. That basket is a mix of cherry and a bunch of yellow birch. I think that one's a bunch of maple and some ash. That basket there is all, oh, I'm sorry. That basket's got some ash and a bunch of red oak in it. That one there is all black locust. That is extremely heavy. And you can see here, there's 8 baskets of wood that if I need to, I can get into those for the heat in the house this year. If not, it's all lined up for next year. So we're in pretty good shape. And then I got a couple others here that I didn't show. So looking in here, there's 2 baskets of all beech. We've got 2 more baskets here lined up of all beech. And then over here behind the sugar shack, that stuff I've got there. Let's see. Yeah, one of those is all hickory, apple, some beech. The one on the left here is beech. And then I think I've got 2 more baskets, 3 more baskets of beech right there. That one on the left's got a little bit of ash in it too. So all in all, we're in pretty good shape. Not worried at all. Looking forward to some cutting and splitting time, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Just scrambling, trying to get everything ready for maple season, and I'm hoping for a good long season. So, but I guess I can show you what else we got for wood. Some of our other videos, we were running a box wedge. We've got a bunch of partial baskets and some full ones here. Got a bunch of cherry cut and stacked, a bunch of ash rounds, a bunch of yellow birch, a bunch of cherry behind that in a stack, another partial stack of cherry here. So you can see we got rounds everywhere. And some of you might ask why we stack the rounds. Because we get weather like this. I don't have a lot of room to just have it in a big heap. Ash rounds. Don't have a lot of room. The terrain in our yard is not real good for bins or anything like that, and stack can help save space. So there's 4 baskets there of bundle wood and ugly wood. That one there is all black locust that I never actually got finished. Wanted to get that filled up, but we just ran out of time. View of the log piles down yonder. Everything's buried in snow. All right, and then there's 4 baskets there. I believe that's all bundle wood for this next year. The black locust pile that was in one of our other videos. There's 2 more baskets of, one of them's partial, half a basket of bundle wood. The one behind it I think is section wood. So anyways, enough rambling. I'm gonna get the tractor out and get wood racks filled up, and then we'll see where we go from there. a heavy basket. Pine cone, anybody? So one thing about these totes with those covers, we've got tons of chipmunks and squirrels, and they love packing these things in the top. Well, thanks for the help, guys. Thank you. Maybe we'll get some fun. We'll do some fun time in the snow this afternoon. Well, that one's full. Got the other one on the porch. A little less than a half a basket there. These small 250 gallon IBCs, we get between 3 to 4 of these racks. Depends on how full we fill them. The 300s or 330s, we get probably at least 4 baskets, or 4 racks out of, I should say. The other thing I'll do in this video is I'll put a clip of another video in that I took a few weeks ago. I took a walk down in the woods to one of our sap tanks, and I got all the nuts that go on the drain for the tank together, and I was taking them to a guy to get them welded. So I had to machine a hole in the plug that I had for the tank, and then I bought some adapters, and he got them welded up for me. So I'm going to show you those, and I've got something else I want to show you too. So if I hold the camera perfectly level, you can see our house is all the way up there on the top. It's a little bit of a hike down here. Tank is right there. You can see the way these hills are. So we've got this ravine that comes from behind our house. And then down next door onto our neighbors. There's another ravine that comes from that way, from the road. And the two of them come together right down here. Alright, so here's our little nook tank that we use. We have lines. There's two separate lines here that come down that hill to feed this, and then I've got 2 other lines that I put up here at the neighbors that we don't leave up year round. There's the other 2 lines that we use. Tank's a little dirty, needs to get cleaned, but we got plenty of time for that. Okay, so here's a nut that screws on the port on the end of the tank. And I have this plug that sets in there. Plug the tank off, and then there's a little rubber seal that sets down in there like that. And what we're going to end up having to do is machine a hole in this plug here and weld a fitting on the back side to be able to put a butterfly valve. Alright, so I got all three of them laid out on the back of the truck here. And I thought I'd show you. So this is the fitting that we're going to end up getting welded. That's what they call a tri-clamp. So there's a little silicone gasket that goes on there and then a clamp. So what we're going to do, sorry for my lack of camera skills. There we go. So basically, this piece is going to get welded right onto there. And then we got to machine the hole that's inside there. And like I said, we'll be able to put the valve on. So I have not found anybody that makes that kind of adapter already. Some of the dairy places and that online, they show something that looks like that, but there's no description whatsoever as far as saying what the nut will fit. And I've emailed some of these places and none of them can seem to give me an answer on what the threads are inside the nut, if it's the same as what I have on the tank. The plugs and the nuts I bought from McMaster-Carr, and they were able to work. But McMaster-Carr is really good because they'll have a CAD drawing you can look at and it calls out what the thread size and the thread pitch is and all that. So they're kind of helpful when it comes to that stuff. So, but I just ended up buying the tri-clamp adapter fittings, and I've got a local guy that can weld stainless the sanitary way, and you know, back gassing and all that stuff, purging it. I've never welded stainless, and I probably should try to learn how, but maybe some other time. So right here, this I apologize if the wind is bad. This piece right here with that bevel on it, that was the plug, and I machined a hole in it, and I took them to a guy that welded them. I don't know how well you can see that. You can see the weld inside. Really nice beads. Back gassed them. If you're not familiar with welding stainless, it will sugar on the back side. I don't know that much about it, but I know enough that I don't know what I'm doing to do it. So there's one thing that I can't do or never learned. So maybe it's time. And this is going to allow me to be able to use a tri-clamp on here with a butterfly valve, so I can drain from the bottom of the tank rather than having to suck it out the top, which will be much smoother. The other thing I wanted to show you is that we got a Sugi Hara lightweight bar. That is a 24 inch, or I think what they even call a 25 inch. But huge shout out, big thank you to Heath and Rachel over at Hard Working Man. I actually won that bar on their live stream for their 25,000 subscriber live stream that they did, and that was a fun time. And if you haven't checked out Heath and Rachel's channel, Hard Working Man, do that now. They've got a lot of cool content. But I just want to say thank you, Heath and Rachel. I'm looking forward to getting that on my Echo saw and putting her to work. So hopefully when the temperatures warm up a little bit, we can get this on. Alright, so I didn't bring you along for the vacuuming, but here is the arch. It's a 24 inch by 25 inch by 33 inch pan with a warming pan. There is a float in the warming pan and a float in the main pan. That is something I had made. This was made from a home heating oil tank. The inside could use a little help. The grate needs a little work. The fire brick could use a little work, but I wouldn't be afraid to use this thing for this season. We're just, as you've seen in previous videos, we're going bigger. So if anybody's in the local area to Western New York or whereabouts, thereabouts, shoot me an email if you're interested. If you know somebody that's looking for something like this, pass it along. We appreciate it. I think we're going to try to get this out of here today and maybe hauled over to the shop. If I don't sell it for this season, I'm probably going to do a little work to it, try to fix her up a little, and then that's just going to make the price go up. But I've made syrup on this rig for 5 years, and we probably made I'll bet in 5 years time we probably made close to 100 gallons of syrup on this setup. It's been good. Here's what we've got so far. So I just took 2 ratchet straps and went around the rafters with a tow strap that I have. Got the thing hoisted up enough to get the skid under there. Now I just have to find some boards because the pallet isn't long enough. So we'll go find some boards and see what we can do here. Shrink this tripod down and get you guys in here. Alright, so we were able to lift that thing up. Get this out of here. Got the boards underneath the feet. We are fully on the pallet now. It is officially moving day. I'm moving out. Why is that funny? All right, you pumping it up? All right. It's awesome, man. You're picking up the whole thing. That's high enough. Now we gotta try to roll it forward. Alright, let me set this up and I'll come help you. Hold on. Alright, we have got this thing locked and ready to roll. Got a couple strap over the door on the front. Got a strap around the belly holding the pan on. And we got a strap going all the way around the pallet on the back, holding it to it. That ain't going anywhere. You gotta always yank on the strap and say that, and then it definitely won't. So, alright, we're gonna get the tractor out with the forks again. And I gotta get this ramp moved out of the way. And we'll get the pallet jack slid out of there, lift it right out, and we're going to set it in the back of the truck and take it to the shop, I think. That's the only place I have right now that I've got room to put it inside. So, hang tight. Well, there we go, guys. Loaded in the truck. We're going to take it to the shop. Kind of an end of an era for me. I built that arch our very first year. This woodshed wasn't closed in yet, and I had it sitting right in this corner with a tarp hanging down the side. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. This got kind of longer than I expected it to, but yeah. The next video you'll be seeing us finishing the arch, getting it painted and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll be bringing the thing home. So be sure to get footage of all that. So we appreciate you sticking around. I did post this thing this afternoon here for sale, so I already had a couple hits on it, but we'll see what happens. So like I said, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.